Hey Albert, how you doing? Good timing on the sourdough. The pitas, oh my God, those look fantastic. I showed Darcy your pic, and Darcy loves pita, loves them. And she said right away, she's like, oh my God, ask him if he knows how to make falafel. So if you know how, I'd love a good falafel recipe too. So I'm going to show you the dough. I actually have one coming out. I just pulled it out. Hopefully it's not too light. Let me turn that down. Hopefully it's not too light, but I've got a good rise out of it. You'll see how big it is when I'm done. All right. So I don't have flour on the surface yet. Because I'm going to stretch and work the dough first. Okay, so all I'm doing is rolling the dough. And I don't have a bread knife here at the house like I would in the restaurant, so I'm using my fingers. So I've got it down. Kind of lose this, but it's not a big deal. That's just dried flour. So you want to kind of work the dough. You want to smack its weight down and then stretch it back and work it a little bit before you press flour and knead it a little bit more. You want to stretch it out. You want that gluten. You want everything to work in so it folds itself so the sourdough mixes in and all those flavors mix in. So just smack it down, stretch, fold over, and roll. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing other ways and just keep folding it over. Okay? It's all pliable, it's easy to work. It's real elasticy. It's not too sticky. I don't have flour on my hands at this point, so it's got a little stick to it, but it's not it's very workable. And then what I do when I get it down to that point is I work a little flour over it, and it's just a straight bread flour. You can use a half and half rice flour, bread flour, but this recipe calls for bread flour. So I just work the bread in, just a few folds, not many. And I'm kind of working the edge with my thumb and folding it back under because I want a nice closed ball when I'm done. So I'm working one here with my thumb, and I'm bringing the fold, I'm bringing right here into my thumb, and I'm bringing it back over and folding this. After I bring it over, I'm folding this around, and I'm starting to make that fold. Okay, you'll see the other end is starting to form like that, and what I'm trying to do is I'm going to get that form and rolled over. All right, by the time I've rolled it around and used that thumb and worked this all around, I've got like a flap here, and this is all a nice ball, and I'm going to work this over and under. This is where I would normally take a bread knife and tuck this under, but I'm going to work it with my hands. All right, so I'm going to take this piece, and I'm just going to start. What I'm doing is I'm putting a little pressure on the ball. You'll understand when this first raises. This is like a pizza dough. Okay, so I'm pressing a little and I'm pulling, and as I'm pulling, I'm also curving my hands over, and I'm tucking under, and I'm forming a ball. And I'm going to turn, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm turn the ball, press, work, fold under. See how that puffs up like that, like a mozzarella ball? It's almost exactly the same form as a fresh mozzarella ball. except what a mozzarella, they do it in their hands, they're forming it, and then you cup it, and then you break it off, and then you drop it into the water. So here, it's just forming it until you feel the ball, the plumpness, the form, the tightness, everything. The dough's still a little sticky, but not much. As you pull it out, you're gonna spread it out, and the softer, wetter dough is gonna expose itself on the top. You'll see what I mean, but that's okay, because you're gonna dust it one more time. I'm gonna pick it up, and you're gonna see that open end. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna start to close that up down at the bottom, and you'll feel that like that. All right, so you close that up, turn, just pop back again, and you just try to get that up and under and closed. You still have another 4-hour rise, but you want it closed because when you take it out of the next rise, the top is gonna go on the bottom of the Dutch oven. And you want a smooth surface on the bottom as you can, so you can score the top. So if you can get it closed, all the better. But you're not going to get it completely closed, and that's okay, because you're going to want it to release a little steam off the bottom. So it's not complete charcoal on the bottom. All right, so once you get that plump, you have this pinch. Just pinch and fold, and you've got that down. Now that will rise up, and you'll have a nice plump. So I'm just going right back into the same bowl that I did. I'm gonna reflour my bowl. And don't be shy on that. And then I'm just gonna pick it up from the bottom and set it just like that in the center of my bowl. And then I'm gonna dust it fairly generously, like powdered sugar on a funnel cake. And now I'm gonna proof this for another 4 hours. And when it's done proofing, I'm gonna bake it off at 480 for a half hour in a Dutch oven. I'm gonna spray the top of it with a few squirts of water. And the Dutch oven doesn't need preheated. It'll torch the bottom for this recipe if it's preheated. So lay it in the Dutch oven, spray it with the spray bottle a few times, put the lid on, put it in the oven at 480 for 30 minutes, and then take the lid off and go another 15 minutes. I rotate it every 5 minutes to balance out the darkness, and then choose. You know, I usually go another 10 minutes. You know, sometimes 12, seldomly go the whole 15. All right? Looking forward to learning the pita. Have a good one. Be well. Be safe. Take it easy, Albert. Bye.